Like, you could just, that's so embarrassing. Like, why would you ever? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new. I'm Gabrielle Morgan and I cover everything Bachelor and other secretive things. That didn't make any sense actually. Last week I did episode 1 recap and review, so if you haven't seen that, might as well go watch it. And why not? So this week we're in week 2. I'm really excited. And let's just dive right in. Let's talk about it. Why not? Why not talk about it? That's why you're here, right? That's why I'm here. Let's just do it. So this week we had a one-on-one date, our first one-on-one date of the season. So exciting. And my favorite, my current favorite contestant on the season right now. She got the first one-on-one date. That was Becca K. And she and Ari went motorcycling, which, that's cool. I couldn't do it, but you go, Becca. Good for you for making the effort. They went all across, I want to say, California, and they ended up at this beautiful mansion looking secret house, and inside was a designer, Rachel Zoe, who, I mean, I feel like Becca had no clue who she was. I was just like, here she is, Rachel Zoe, and Becca was like, what? Like, you just knew that she had no clue who she was. Once I said Rachel Zoe, I feel like the gears started turning, but when she looked at her, you could tell that she just had no clue who she was, and it was so, man, poor Becca. Becca was trying on dresses, these really beautiful like evening gowns designed by Rachel Zoe, and every time she tried on a new dress, she would come out and show Ari the dress she was wearing. He'd just be like, yeah, that looks great, that looks great, like, do you even care? And you know, by the end of it, he basically told her that she could have the dresses, like all of them, which, oh my god, like, could you imagine? Like, let's say Becca was like super insecure. She was like, yeah, I'm only gonna be here for like 2 weeks, and she'll be back for like 2 weeks of clothes, and then, you know, she gets all these evening gowns. Like, that's so crazy, because, you know, evening gowns are very expensive. I heard that, you know, some of the contestants, they like go into like debt buying these evening gowns. So just to find out that you have all these beautiful, you know, designer evening gowns for free, that's just pure luck right there. And she also got a pair of like these beautiful, these out of control Louboutins, and you know, they're really pretty. And she just, I mean, she just got everything. She had these pretty earrings from Neil Lane, and a necklace and everything. Like, she was just looking bomb the whole date. That's the kind of date that I want, honestly. Just give me things. Okay, now now I sound terrible. He took her outside on the lawn, and they were like sitting together, drinking champagne and like talking, and you know, they lip locked. So that's always cool. It was a nice, cute little subtle kiss. You know, it wasn't like Chelsea from last week. You know, it was a good solid viewable kiss. She came into the house. She had all of her designer clothes and whatnot, and her Louboutin. She walked in with them on. I see you, girl. And you know, all the girls were like super. That's what I like about this group, is that they weren't like super jealous, but they were like, it was a playful jealous kind of thing, and they are so like supportive of her. They're like, yeah, like, you guys are so cute together, like, oh my god, like, you guys are gonna get married. Like, I really love like the camaraderie. Is that the right word? Camaraderie? I like the support system that they have. I think it's really cool. No one seems really nasty at this point, and I really like that. It's a refreshing quality in the group of girls on The Bachelor. But yeah, next time we see them, they're in this loft, I think like the Hudson Loft was called, and they were eating dinner and just talking about like their families and everything. And she had a really like emotional story about her father having brain cancer. It was really moving, and Ari talked about how close he is with his family, and they were just kissing the whole night. Honestly, they were just constantly kissing. Which, hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, Becca. You go, girl. So we see the girls all together again. You can tell they're just waiting for like a date card, and so I don't know who went and got it, but someone got it and looked at it, and they're expecting a group date card, but it was actually another one-on-one, and it had Krystal's name. And for some reason, everyone looks so peeved off, and I have no clue why, because when Becca got her date card, everyone was super ecstatic for her. They're really happy for her, but when it was Krystal's turn, everyone looked so upset. I don't know if it was editing, or maybe it's because everyone was so like excited about the group date, and it turns out that it wasn't a group date. Who knows, but you can already tell things are not going well for Krystal. So it's Krystal's one-on-one date, and it turns out that Ari wants to take her straight to Scottsdale, Arizona, which is his hometown, and meet his family, which I personally feel as a first date might not be the best idea, but to each their own. Who am I to judge? So he flew her to Scottsdale, Arizona, and showed her like, oh, this is where I had my first kiss, and this is where I had my first job at this Pizza Hut. Showed her his high school, and he took her back to his house, which is just like, what kind of first date even is this? He took her back to his house, showed her around, showed her his helmets. Like, this is about to turn into Netflix and chill really quickly. He actually showed her some like home videos. It was super cute. Turns out Ari was a really cute kid. And then after all that, turns out that he took her to his parents' house so that she could meet his parents. I don't know what kind of first date this is, but this seems like the worst case scenario in every situation of mine. I have to give her props for that, because I would be outwards and you would never see me again. They took her inside and introduced her to his mom and his dad and his twin brother and his wife, and she handled it like a pro. Like, I am shocked. That's a lot to take in, especially on a first date, like, ever. But she handled it really well, I have to say. On the last part of the day, the dinner segment of every date, he took her to this nice, I don't know what it was really nice, and they're like conversing and everything. She told him about like her past and her growing up and how hard it was, and how she had to grow up really quickly and take care of her brother, all that stuff. And as a last surprise, he took her to this like auditorium, it looked like, and there was a singer there called, I think his name was Connor Dermott. He's actually really cute and he had a really beautiful voice. And they were just like singing, I'm not singing, but they were just like dancing and kissing, and it was really cute, real romantic. It was a nice end to a nice but intense date. The next morning when Chris was like talking to the girls, they're just like how was it? Like, how was the day? Like, did you have fun? What was it like? What was he like? Like, what happened? She's all like, it was just really good. Everyone's like, okay, like, what else? Like, give us some details. She's just like, it was just really good. Like, she didn't want to give up any details. It annoyed all the girls, and I'll be honest, it annoyed me a lot too. And I saw the whole entire date, but still, I didn't understand the point of that. Like, why she wouldn't give any details to the girls. When Becca K came back, she told everyone everything, but when Krystal came back, she was real secretive about it, and I understand that because it's all gonna be on TV anyway, so what's the point? I mean, it's not like they're gonna take your man or anything, or will they? Okay, next they read out the group date card, and it had so many girls' names on there. I had to write it down. It was Mikkel, it was Marique, I believe her name. It was Tia, Valerie, Annalise, Lauren G, Kendall, Becca, Jenny, CN, my love and life. It was Jenna, it was Caroline, Brittany, Bibiana, and Chelsea, and they had this demolition derby date. When they showed up, and it was like, you know, the demolition derby sort of like kind of spot with a big like dirt pit. And you know, they're just waiting there, and they see Ari coming. He's like swerving and driving his little race car thing. It's super attractive, and all the girls like swooning. And he basically told them that they were going to be doing a demolition derby. Yeah, they had to choose a car, and they would like design it, like spray paint it, do their own thing. Lauren G was really funny. She put "Thanks, Emily" on her car, which I loved so much. It's not funny because it was a real thing that happened to her, but Annalise had some bumper car trauma back in her day when she was a little girl. It doesn't sit right with her. Girl. Ari sees her crying and comes over and comforts her and is like, "What's wrong?" And I thought she was just gonna, you know, sweep under the rug. Like, she'd be like, "No, I'm fine, I can do it." No, like, she told this man, her potential future husband or future fiance, that she has bumper car trauma. Like, you could just, that's so embarrassing. Like, why would you ever? I'm so for, you know, having your own trauma and your own sort of phobias, but some are just embarrassing and you just don't tell people. And she not only told the whole world, but she told her future husband. But Ari was really sweet about it. You know, you try to make her as comfortable as possible without laughing in her face, which is it's a really good skill, and I have to give him props for that. Like, when it came down to it, you know, all the girls were like trying to hit each other. Apparently Brittany was dominating, like straight up dominating. She was hitting this car, that car. She was hitting Ari's car. Like, oh my god, she was hitting Ari's car, and Ari ended up like getting like basically like knocked out of like the race or whatever because she was hitting him. Like, I thought that was so wild. Like, I can't. I love her so much. I think she's so funny. In the end, it came down to Tia and CN, and you know, CN was she was not taking any prisoners, and she, you know, won, which is really cool. She got her trophy. She drank some milk for whatever reason, I don't know. And she got some extra time with Ari when it came down to the later part of the group date. When they got to the later part of the date, you know, when they have like a mini cocktail evening part, you know, right away, Chelsea came in and swooped Ari like she does. Oh my god. And you know, she actually revealed to him that she has a son, a 3-year-old son, that she's putting everything on hold to be here, and that she specifically came here because Ari was on Emily's season, and Emily had, you know, Ricky, so that like showed promise to her, I suppose. And you know, Ari explained to her how he was actually in a relationship with another woman who had 2 kids. It lasted for quite some time, and you know, he is not new to this game at all. Like, if you're looking for a father figure, that is Ari, and he is game. So yeah, my favorite part of the night, CN talked to Ari, and he was like, "I want you to tell me more about yourself." And she told him how like she traveled abroad, how she went to Yale, you know, all these really cool, magnificent things. And you know, Ari was just like, you could just see like his mind was blown once she said she went to Yale. And I thought that was super cute. And yeah, and he ended up kissing her. It was a really cute kiss. I loved it. My favorite kiss by far. And yeah, they just had this really like undeniable chemistry, I think, and I think he really took notice of that. So CN is doing a really good job. She is killing the game right now. You go, CN. I'm rooting for you and your elephant cufflinks. I love you. Bibiana was getting lost in translation I guess, and she just wasn't getting her time, and she'd be like, oh, I think I'm next, then be like, no, I'm next, and it was like really taking a toll on her. Like she just was not getting her time with Ari, and you could just like really see that like she was getting really anxious. I think she was out of her element, and this is hard for her. And it was like too much for her, I think, and she like blew up. She blew up on the cameraman. She was like, don't you follow me with that camera. Like, he's just doing his job. Like, you just see him walking behind her and stopping. Like, come on, let the guy do his job. At the end of the night, we find out that Cien actually won the group rose. Is that what you say? Won the group rose? She got the group rose? She got the rose at the end of the group date, which is all that matters. During this cocktail hour, Krystal keeps like stealing Ari from people, which is kind of insane. Because Becca K, you know, she had her rose, she was good, she was chilling, she was laxing. You know, Cien, she had her rose from the group date, you know, she was chilling, she was laxing. But Krystal had to go talk to Ari and interrupt some, you know, while Bibiana is talking to Ari. You know, Bibiana is like really upset about this whole thing, how she's not getting enough time with Ari. Krystal comes in and tries to take Ari, and she does take Ari, I guess. She didn't try, she got him, she took him, and it was really set Bibiana off. And everyone's like, Krystal, like, why are you like doing that? Like, what you guys gonna talk about? And she's just like, I just think that I'll leave that between me and Ari. And like everyone's just like, what? And Mikkel's just like, it was the funniest thing. She's just like, what? Like everyone's like wondering what's actually wrong with this girl. The Bibiana went off on this woman. Like she like straight up went off on her. And she's basically telling her like, don't interrupt me while I'm trying to talk to my man. And I was just like, you go girl. Like Bibiana is someone that I would not mess with, and I think she gave a clear warning to everyone else, hey, maybe don't mess with me. Which I think these girls did not take lightly, like at all. I think they understood that. It's time for the rose. And the last rose went to Bibiana, and you know, it was hard on all the girls. I didn't get it, but it was especially hard on Jenny for some reason. Like she was really upset, really pissed off. You know, all the girls, you know, they came, they're like, oh, like Valerie too, they're like, yeah, thanks for everything, I'll see you, hope you found what you're looking for, blah blah blah. Jenny straight up walked straight past the man. Like, oh my god. I feel like it was really like tasteless and kind of classless, but you can't, like, the girl's feeling what she feels and she has her own way of dealing with it. Maybe she just didn't want to confront him right now, you know what I mean? So she just straight up walked out. And I thought Ari was I thought he was a real gentleman who was like, excuse me ladies, and went after her to like say goodbye. Like, it's not, and this is like episode 2. It's not like we're like in the final 5 or anything where like he actually has like relationships with these women. He doesn't even really know Jenny that well. So the fact that he went after her to give her a goodbye, I thought it was a really classy move, Ari. And he was like, can I at least like get a goodbye? And he tried to hug her and gave her the most awkward hug of all time. I don't even know how to get past it personally. She basically was just like not having it. Like, she was in the worst mood possible. She was just like, you know, I'm not even sad about you. Like, I'm sad about like losing out on like these friends. Like, I was making friends and friendships. And he was just like, and I thought it was the weirdest thing ever. And he was like, yeah, well, it's not really about that. So, yeah, and tried to give her a hug again. It was just so awkward. So, yeah, that was it for episode 2 of season 22. I like how that rolled off the tongue. That was real cool. I can't wait till next week. You know, we get deeper into the season. I'm really excited about that. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then you might as well hit the like button as well as the subscribe button, because you know it's both free. So why not like take advantage of free things? You know, be a little frugal. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.